For this video, we're going to be talking about the Week 20 fantasy basketball updates, talking about the schedule, the injury updates, and everything you have to know when it comes to your best waiver wire pickups. This upcoming week might be the beginning of your fantasy playoffs, or next week will be the beginning. So of course, you have to stay updated on the updates because now is the time to get locked in to finish off your fantasy seasons. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of ezBUCKETZ Fantasy Basketball. If you're new here, welcome to ezBUCKETZ. My name is Soom, and of course on this channel I focus just on fantasy hoops. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. For those that don't know, I'm a fantasy basketball expert, and of course, if you want more than just weekly videos and you want one-on-one fantasy basketball support, whether it's this season or even next, keep in mind that I offer one-on-one direct messaging on my Patreon platform. Link is down below if you're interested. But without wasting any more time, let's go straight into the Week 20 fantasy basketball update. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the Week 20 upcoming schedule, and we only have teams playing 4 games and 3 games. The teams that will be playing 3 games are the Philadelphia 76ers, the Portland Trail Blazers, the Wizards, the Brooklyn Nets, the Hornets, the Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, OKC, the Toronto Raptors, Boston Celtics, Indiana Pacers, Memphis Grizzlies, Milwaukee Bucks, and the Sacramento Kings, while the remaining team that I did not mention will be playing 4 games. As a matter of fact, the majority of NBA teams will be playing 4 games, so it will be a busy week. So make sure your lineups aren't full or stacked on one day and adjust your lineups accordingly. Pause the video right here if you have to watch, and of course check your teams for the upcoming Week 20 schedule. Moving on, we're going to be talking about the injury updates going into Week 20. We got a couple of, interesting injuries that of course could benefit or hurt your lineups. Ben Simmons is considered out week to week with back soreness. He is still not yet to make his debut for the Brooklyn Nets. Josh Giddey and Lou Dort considered day-to-day and could be out for the next foreseeable future, but because OKC is simply rebuilding, we have no timetable for them as well. Gordon Hayward in the same situation, rolled his ankle about a month ago and still has no timetable. We're hoping for an update on Gordon Hayward very soon. Kyle Lowry is going to be out due to personal reasons, and the reason has not been disclosed. And the last time Kyle Lowry took a leave of absence, it was about 3 weeks. So of course, expect Lowry to be out for the foreseeable future. OG Anunoby gonna miss at least the next 2 weeks with a fractured finger. Heal up OG Anunoby. Then we got Devin Booker gonna be out with COVID protocols. He's considered day-to-day. Then last but not least, we got Anthony Edwards considered day-to-day with a knee injury. Hopefully Edwards comes back soon because the Wolves are gonna need him for a late playoff push. Moving on to my favorite category of today's video, players to keep an eye on that could be returning, but of course, it's just a matter of time and situation. We got Zion Williamson, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, Damian Lillard, and Victor Oladipo. Keep an eye on these stars as of course they could be beneficial for your fantasy squads. If they're lingering in your waiver wires, just put them on your watch list. Keep a close eye. Zion just got cleared for basketball activities. Michael Porter Jr. just got sent to the G League. Jamal Murray says he will return this year, but doesn't know when. And Damian Lillard, of course, will be re-evaluated in 1 to 2 weeks. While Depot is actually going to come back this week as well. So, of course, keep an eye on these stars. They could be stars for your fantasy squads for the playoffs. Then moving on to the best waiver wire pickups of Week 20. These are the best players that I believe you have to try and get. I got Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne might be the best waiver wire. And if he's lingering in your waiver wires, you got to get him now. Jalen Smith of the Indiana Pacers gonna get a lot of burn without Miles Turner. DeMarcus Cousins getting burned right now because Jokic is out with an illness. Precious Achiuwa gonna get burned because OG Anunoby is gonna be out for the next 2 weeks, so Precious will get a lot of minutes and burn with Nick Nurse. Trey Mann gonna get minutes without Josh Giddey and Lou Dort. Markelle Fultz just returned. Malik Beasley will get burned as long as Anthony Edwards is out. Dwight Howard has been starting for the Lakers at the starting center position without Anthony Davis. And you know what? Frank Vogel has not been consistent, but when Howard does play, he does put up monster numbers. Then I'm putting Daniel Gafford because Daniel Gafford has just become the starting center over Thomas Bryant in Washington. But of course, keep an eye on Kristaps Porzingis when he does return to see how he ultimately affects Daniel Gafford. So yes, guys, this wraps up my video talking about the Week 20 fantasy basketball update. Once again, my name is Soom, and I'm a fantasy basketball expert. My job on this channel is to give you guys week-to-week updates. But of course, if you guys want more than that and want one-on-one fantasy basketball support, go check out my Patreon page. Link is down below for all information. Good luck on your fantasy basketball playoffs and the end of your leagues, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Easy out.